here with Tommy from Delaney Fitness. So you did Menopause PRO with us, which is a one-day training course, and then you went on to become a MenoWell instructor. Now, affiliate instructor. Now, from our perspective, we're delighted, because what it means is that you're taking the MenoWell program and you're delivering it in a location that we don't operate in, and it's given an opportunity to people of Mountmellick to join MenoWell, which is fantastic. We already kind of work online nationwide, but of course we can't work in person nationwide because we're based in Leash, and so this is great for us. That's kind of our why we wanted to do it. But why did you want to run the MenoWell program?
Yeah, I think like a big thing what can stop possibly ladies coming in doing the training and be the menopause.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's just getting a good understanding of it is important. And being in here working with a lot of ladies who that would be going through menopause or would have went through it, or just at the early stages, I would like, no, it's just to have a place to go that you don't feel because you have menopause that you can't do exercise or get into some training, you know. That's possibly the biggest reason I did it.
Yeah, because most of your clients, I know most of your clients are women. Would it be fair to say 40s, 50s, 60s? Is that mostly your client group?
Mainly over 40s, 50s, 60s.
So you're definitely getting people who are in perimenopause or heading into it. Yeah. And then of course you have a huge portion of the population who are out the other side. If we go to the program, so when you say approached, or when you advertised that you were running MenoWell, what was the perception, we'll say, of a menopause specific program? Was it well received?
No, it was, and in fairness, I think, as you're well knowing yourself too, like it was respectfully, the women kind of knew about yourself too, and I did say like it's when you're doing something like this, it is you're dealing with the experts of people that work with menopause all the time, and I did say like it's good to have an open mind coming in doing something like this. Here's a really good place for them, but also to kind of share their stories with others, chat to others about it, like, and really just have a space to go to while you're in menopause or even afterwards, like, you know.
And being specifically looked after. So
the
way it works is we're effectively working together on the program. Yeah. So you take care of the in-person training sessions here in the gym, which is obviously using all of your expertise, with some kind of special considerations that you would have done with us in the Menopause PRO course. But you have all the equipment, you have a really lovely social environment for the women. You guys are experts at what you do, and then what we do is probably fill in the gap. So Tommy runs these sessions kind of twice a week, every week for the 6 weeks, and then once a week your group get one of our health workshops, which of course are the evidence-based ones. So it'll be on nutrition for women's health and menopause, or it'll be on what happens to muscles and bones in this phase of life, and really telling women what's going on and why you need to do strength training and all of these types of things. So it works really well. It's a good partnership.
Yeah, no, I think so, because like as a trainer too, like you don't know everything, like, you know, but it's good to get it good, and from the research as well. Also, what you're delivering is the research, and it's everybody's an expert in the areas that they're delivering within the course, whether it's nutrition, menopause, sleep, self-care, recovery. All these things are really important. And then when you're coming in here, then you're getting the personal attention with your strength training, which is another part of the menopause program. You're learning the importance of muscle and bone density and all those, importance of getting in doing some strength training 2 times a week, you know. And that's, if you can do that, that'll have great things for you, do great things for you moving forward for the rest of your life, you know.
Absolutely, and it makes a massive difference, just the 2 sessions a week. How are they getting on with the training, and what do they think of it?
No, I think that in terms of the training, it's will be similar-ish to what we're doing here, but I said I'm adding in the bits that I would have learned from yourselves within the menopause program. That's kind of gives me that bit of extra stuff I can add to it, and I make sure that when we are doing the program, that we're doing what is best for them, in terms of your balance and working on some strength, and also your fitness as well, to get that heart up, improve your cardiovascular system, and all those important things. What the ladies are doing, they're loving it. So it's a win-win for everybody you know, definitely for me on you. It takes the pressure off me, and so I can focus on the training the women and make sure they're enjoying it. And I know when they're at home, they're doing their bit of homework on the educational videos that you're giving on all the areas, and they're trying out the recipes that you share with us too, and they're sharing the recipes with me as well. And it's great to see them doing that too, you know. So overall, loving it, like, you know, it's a win-win.
But that's the key. So you, like, that's the thing. Tommy and all of the other wonderful fitness and exercise professionals that we work with, you guys are already experts at what you do.
Yeah.
All we do is give the 5% of the specific things that you need to consider and try to incorporate. And at least you know then from an evidence perspective that that's just the little bit that's specific to that population. Absolutely, it is. It's a win-win for us. Like, it's great. This is such a pleasure for me to come in here, see what's going on. The women are getting a great program that my instructors aren't delivering, but we're still able to reach them with the education side of it, which is great.
Amazing.
It's amazing. And is anyone mentioning anything, like, have they come into you and said, oh, I didn't know such and such about muscle, or I didn't know what happens to bone? Do they ever mention their sessions when they come in?
Yeah, I think like the biggest one is what I have heard of is the education on the muscle stuff, is the understanding of like the muscle loss that women do experience from certain stage of life, and then when you're going through menopause, how quick that elevates, but also how helpful doing your strength training or doing that work to help maintain your muscle within whatever stage of menopause you're in, and even afterwards, how important it is, you know what I mean? So that has hit them, and that's what I'm hearing, and that's given a little bit more of a reason to come here too. They're understanding why they need to be doing strength training, not just only for the physical aspects, but also for the mental aspects, and just to build back up your confidence within yourself, like coming here each week and learning your stuff in your videos, and it just gives you some sort of a look into how you can kind of make menopause work for you, literally. That's it.
That's the thing. So not to be suffering, we'll say. We know there's lots of signs and symptoms. That's a big conversation for another day. We know there's a lot of things that a lot of women are going through. But like, I suppose the mission we're on is to educate people and train them physically, so that we thrive. Instead of just trying to desperately survive and not understanding what's going on. And from what I'm hearing, that's exactly what's happening to your women. So I can't wait to see how they get on now in the next 2 weeks. And one of the other things you did was some testing at the start that you're going to do at the end again. Now, there are only a handful of really simple tests that actually women can do themselves at home later if they want. But how did it go for you? How did the testing week go?
I found the testing very good too. No matter what level you're at in terms of training, like if you've no training experience, or if you have training experience, there's an option for you. So overall, I found it very good, and it's a good little bit of motivation too for yourself when you're doing some training, to have see what progress you have made over your 6 weeks. Within whether your balance is improved, or whether your strength, upper body strength is improved, or your lower body strength is improved. They're really, really good things. A good sign that your health is improving and that you're getting stronger, and your well-being is going so much better.
For sure. So if you don't mind, I'm coming over to see you after week 6 and see how everyone get on. That is my favourite part of all of the work we do, is to see the post-testing. So looking forward to seeing that. And my last question is, so this is your first run of MenoWell. What's next, or where are you going to go from here?
Well, I decided I wanted to do kind of a one within the gym here, learn from myself and kind of get the feedback from the ladies that are doing it, and then moving forward I want to be able to kind of run them in the gym here throughout the year, maybe 2 times a year, see how it goes. And that's my goal, make sure that I can have an open space here for women who want to come in and specifically do the MenoWell course in here for the 6 weeks, and see where it goes from there.
Brilliant. Well, that's what your license is. You have all your own branded resources. You have all of our stuff. Obviously, we're working with you on your first pilot to make sure that everything is okay. We're here forever if you need anything. But Tommy, it's been an absolute pleasure working with you. You are our first affiliate instructor, so you're paving the way for everyone. You're doing super, your women are doing super, and thanks a million for taking this on, and we will really look forward to chatting to you now in a couple of weeks' time.
No, thank you too, really appreciate it.